my practice has changed, I think, considerably in the last 20 years, from looking at objects and models from a more analytical point of view and actually doing more representative, figurative drawing. I now feel I've decided to be more true to myself in my work and look from within myself to produce the sort of inner core of my real love of art, of actual spontaneous mark making, which is allowing the work to manifest in any direction that it wants to. I like to allow the subconscious to develop as well, if that's possible. I think from my point of view there's an awful lot of stuff going on in my mind that I don't even know about, and it's exciting to allow that to manifest in a piece of work, and hopefully it will have some meaning or some relationship with people who look at it, and hopefully also people can interpret their own meaning from what they see or have some sort of connection with it. Not necessarily my connection, but their own personal experiences or own personal thoughts or feelings, or some sort of feeling of familiarity about it. The strange thing is, when I start working, I don't have any preconceived ideas of what's going to arrive. However, it's a bit like when you start writing, your handwriting automatically comes out in the same style as when you write, whether you're thinking about it or not. It's always that style, and you're not totally unaware of it. And I'm aware that when I start looking for these shapes and sizes, it has like a signature about it. These recurring themes and shapes come out, whether I'm looking for them or not. It has that sort of feel about it. So it's sort of slightly difficult to really say, but I believe that there's something within me that wants to come out, and perhaps subconsciously it's there before I even put it there, but I'm drawing it out. But physically and visually, I feel, I look at the marks that are made blind, and I'm drawing out the images. But then when I look around me, there's a continuous similarity, a narrative, isn't it, of line and shapes going through all the various images I produce, like my handwriting. Yet I'm not conscious of it. So I suppose that'd be coming from the subconscious. I like to feel that the whole thing works as a whole in its movement, and it still is a whole movement of energy and life, and that these fragments of images are contained in this little world here. So when I make a line, I might spend ages just doing one or two lines, rubbing it out, bringing it out, so you just get just the feeling, just the gesture of something being there. And although I see these two images, someone else might see something totally different, and I want that to happen. I don't want to dictate to somebody what they're going to see. What I hope anybody who looks at it will get from it is not necessarily to see anything particular, but just have a feel of some sort of relationship, that it actually has an energy of speaking to you, that there's something there speaking to you. It's not just dead, flat lines, marks. It's actually got some sort of life of its own. That's my intention, that's my hope. I feel that sometimes these paintings, if there is such a thing, goes beyond childhood. It goes into what's happened before. So I suppose in a way, Jung's belief in coming in, with all this before, with your ancestors, I've got a feeling there is a resonance within us of that. It's quite a scary process when you're on your own and you're producing work which you're almost frightened to show people, because you think, they're going to, oh, I don't know about how she's feeling today. She's not quite herself. And you get a lot of that, And I mean, I've seen it in the past. I mean, I've been around doing work like this and working in art colleges and being with people outside who paint, and seen people coming in from the outside and looking at work. And if there's something not quite, normal in the sense of what they're normally used to, they say, oh, well, So it's quite a scary stuff to sort of know that you're really putting yourself up for ridicule.